Hello, I am Alejandro Calito from Maersk Line, Guatemala, and we are right here at the Agromerica's building, and we are pleased to have Ms. Ingrid Lopez, which is the logistics manager. And Ingrid, thank you very much for joining in this interview. Let me explain you about the purpose of this interview. Maersk Line will host a leadership conference for the top management team in January 2015. And the purpose of this interview is to let them know about your point of view regarding shipping industry, Maersk Line, and all the future digital expectations that you might have. So let's begin with you providing us an overview of your role and responsibility in the company, as well as the current interaction with Maersk.
Hello, as Alejandro said, my name is Ingrid Lopez. I am the logistics manager of Agromerica Fruit Company. We are the fourth largest independent banana grower in the world, producing 22 million boxers per year. We supply bananas to the multinational companies and directly to supermarkets in the US, Europe, and Asia from Guatemala and Ecuador. My role in the company is to coordinate with our farms, our transportation, and our documentation department all shipments, container by container. And also is to make sure that everything is delivered on time in destination. My interaction with Maersk is mainly operational. I have direct contact with customer service and operations for dispatch of container, vessel itineraries, container allocations, and everything related with BL and documentation. And also I have to negotiate rates with the sales department for all the services we use.
We know that Agromerica has been a Maersk Line customer since about 7 years ago and primarily trade fresh bananas through us. So let's expand about this.
Yeah, we started 7 years ago, as you say, in 2007. At the beginning we were shipping bananas and pineapples from Costa Rica, but currently we are only shipping bananas.
Well, we are going to start about shipping industry. How do you see the largest challenge in the shipping industry?
I will have to say constant change in the industry, which sometimes brings volatility in freight rates and vessel services.
And how is this affecting your business?
With higher rates, which it makes it difficult for us to compete in the current markets and penetrate into new markets.
What is your take on the emerge of the big alliance, such as, for example, Ocean 3, 2M, AG, etc.?
Actually, currently we are only being benefited by the Maersk and MSC alliance, the 2M, and this will open the window for us to export to Europe through the US, in this case, Savannah.
So, cooperation with Maersk Line now. When we say Maersk Line, what is exactly the image that appears in your mind?
It's one of the biggest shipping companies around the world.
Oh, thank you for that. What do you see as the largest challenge shipping with Maersk?
Well, since Maersk is a global company, there are times where it is difficult for you guys to analyze the regions and products individually according to their needs. For example, it's not the same to move a container from Asia to Europe than from Central America to the US. They are different markets, which means that they have different costs, different requirements, distance between others. And also the products. You cannot compare a seasonal product with a yearly product. And I say this because of what happened a few years ago with the general rate increase, which it was global, and the percentage, it was disproportional. Because it was not taking into consideration customer, products, and routes. Also, another thing with Maersk is that coincidentally there was a lack of containers between the negotiation time by Maersk carriers, when everybody knows that there is not a shortage of containers in the market. And last but not least, with the surprises that sometimes we get from Maersk, like a few years ago when we had the service to Houston, to the Gulf, canceled at the middle of the year when we already had a contract for the whole year.
So now we are going to talk about drivers and differentiations. What is your main reason for choosing Maersk?
My main reason is the transit time that you have for some of the most important ports in the US and the reliable schedules.
How could Maersk do to get more of your cargo?
Better quality equipment, better allocation of equipment, especially in origin, and if you could have direct services from Guatemala to Europe without transshipments with competitive rates.
Okay, so what about customer service? How do you view the customer service provided by Maersk? What works well and what can be improved?
Well, actually I'm very happy with customer service at this moment. What works well is that we have booking confirmation on time, accessibility, documentation, the bills on time. What can be improved are the dispute resolutions and the invoicing part. There are some times when we have sometimes charge more than we have in our contract, and just to fix this it takes a little bit of time, so I think that could be improved.
Is the customer charter useful for you?
We don't have a charter.
What about Care Customer Premium Program? Do you currently receive the Care Premium service?
Yes, we have it in Guatemala.
How do you perceive the Care program?
This program has been essential to us because it has improved the resolution of problems both in origin and destination, and most important, that it has made communication better in all areas.
What is the most important element of the Care program?
Having our own contact in customer service, which is Morela, and in operations, which is mailing. That has helped me a lot.
Now we are going to talk about the global digital development. What general technology trends do you see in your own business environment?
I see energy and ecological efficiency in equipment and improving the supply chain visibility.
Do you see a trend in your own industry that buying moves online and therefore puts additional focus on easy access, transparency to products, price, and services?
Yes, I think that with all the mergers that shipping companies are doing, they will be forced to have a standard format online for all the customers to check on the shipping information.
What are the top technology trends or perhaps specific initiatives that you as a company will focus on over the next year to optimize your supply chain?
PTI, the traceability that we already implemented with some of our customers, but we want to have them with all.
So now this question will be really interesting. Which company industry would you point to which could inspire Maersk Line container shipping industry?
I will have to say Seaboard Marine for their Class A equipment, which helps preserve better the product due to the refrigerator control.
So now talk about online solutions and multi-channel approach. How do you currently do business with Maersk EDI, Maersk Line, Intra, etc.?
We work with MaerskLine.com.
What do you like and dislike, and how can we improve?
Okay, what I like about MaerskLine.com is that it's a friendly and well-structured program, and once the customer service enters the container number in the system, it is easy for us to submit the shipping order. What I don't like is that we have errors in accessing the program, and this is really common. And also, once the shipping order is introduced, you cannot do any change, even though it's a few minutes later, because there's always a fee. So to improve this area, I would say to have a little bit of gap to make these changes, because there can be some mistakes. And also, when we sometimes submit the shipping order in the website, the system has some error, and then we have to do it manually. So that means a waste of time, because we have to do the thing twice. So for this, I will recommend for you or the customer service to tell our department or documentation department that the system is not working or they have to wait, so that way we don't have to introduce the shipping order twice and do the work twice.
What value instant online quotes and instant bookings confirmation have for your business?
It will help us to quote and confirm customers in an efficient time.
Which electronic channels do you see as most valuable when connecting with your vendors in the future?
Mobile platforms and shipping portals where the customers can track their cargo on a timely manner.
If Maersk Line could improve in one area by taking advantage of the digital development, which one will add most value for you?
I will have to say a simplified website that provides quality tracking information that is accurate, complete, and in a timely manner, and that also can have the temperature record during the whole transit time.
Okay, we have finished, and thank you very much for having us this wonderful time.
Thank you.
See you guys next time.
Bye bye.